Hello children, today we are going to learn the first chapter of chemistry of class 8, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. In this video we are going to learn what is fiber, types of fiber, polymers and types of polymers. So what is fiber? A fiber is a strong and flexible thread-like material which is used to make fabric and other household items like ropes or nets. So fiber is a thread-like substance which we can use to make fabric and our clothes, and it not only helps us to make fabrics, we can make many other things like ropes, nets and tires also with the help of fiber. Now we will see what are different types of fiber. There are two types of fibers, that is natural fibers and synthetic or man-made fibers. You already must be knowing about this. The natural fibers are the fibers which are obtained from natural sources like plants or animals. For example, cotton, jute, linen. These are the fibers which we get from plants, and wool and silk are animal fibers which we get from sheep and silkworm respectively. Now, synthetic fiber are the fibers which are produced through different chemical processes in the industry. So they are also known as man-made fibers. Some of the examples of synthetic fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester, etc. Okay. Now, to understand how these fibers are made, we must understand a term known as polymer. To understand what is polymer, let's take an example. Say you have such paper pins, and if you join them end to end, what will you get? You will get a chain of these paper pins. Okay, so these paper pins, they have an ability to combine end to end and make a chain like structure. Similarly, a polymer is a large unit which is formed by the combination of large number of small molecules which are joined end to end with the help of chemical bonds. So just like we join a number of paper pins to form a large chain, small molecules of some compounds, they can be joined end to end and we can get a very large molecule, and this molecule will be known as a polymer. The small molecules which we can combine end to end to make a polymer is known as a monomer. So what we are doing? We are combining monomers, a large number of monomers which are joined end to end and make a very large chain-like structure which is known as a polymer. And these polymers are present in our fibers. The process of joining large number of monomers to form a polymer is known as polymerization. So all the fibers, both natural and synthetic fibers, they are polymers only. For example, a cotton fiber is a polymer which is made up of cellulose, which in turn is a polymer of glucose monomer. You know all the plants, they are made up of glucose, So these glucose molecules, they are combined end to end and form cellulose, and these cellulose form a cotton fiber. Similarly, nylon can be prepared in industry by the polymerization of amide molecules. Now we will see what are different types of polymer. There are broadly two types of polymer: linear polymer and cross-linked polymer. A linear polymer is one in which the monomers are linked in a straight line, or we can say in a linear arrangement. Here you can see this is a monomer which is combined end to end to form a large chain of polymer. So you can see here the monomer is connected side by side and is making a linear chain in a straight line. So such polymers are known as linear polymers. The next is cross-linked polymer. The polymers in which the monomers are cross-linked to each other to form a network-like structure is known as cross-linked polymer. Here you can see these are the monomers which are connected to each other with the help of cross links. So it forms a network-like structure, not a straight line. So that's why we call them cross-linked polymer. In the next slide, we'll see what is the difference between linear and cross-linked polymer. Linear polymers are made up of monomer units which are arranged in straight line, whereas cross-linked polymers have covalent bonds between the polymer molecules. The linear polymers form chain-like structure, whereas cross-linked polymer form network-like structure. The linear polymers have high melting points due to the close packing of polymer chains, while the cross-linked polymers don't melt at high temperature also. They generally tend to become soft and eventually they would burn, but they won't melt. In linear polymer, the degree of cross-linking is 0, whereas in a cross-linked polymer, the degree of cross-linking is a positive value. Some of the examples of linear polymer are polythene, nylon, polyester, and cross-linked polymers are bakelite, formaldehyde, melamine, etc. Thank you, children. That's all for the today's session.